Milana Vayntrub became one of the most recognizable faces on television as Lily from AT&T. But we haven't seen Lily as much recently, and the reason may shock you. While she certainly has a lot of adoring fans, Milana Vayntrub tragically became the target of online harassment, often sexual in nature. In 2020, she made her return to the role of AT&T spokesperson Lily after a 3-year absence. But that same year, a wave of lewd trolling prompted Vayntrub to post an Instagram live video detailing how it had affected her. She said, "Maybe it just has to do with being a person on the internet, or maybe it's specific to being a woman on the internet, but all of these comments, it hurts my feelings. I'm hurting, and it's bringing up a lot of feelings of sexual assault. I am just walking my dog and getting messages from people who have distorted my pictures to get likes on their accounts." Vayntrub revealed that in addition to doctored photos being circulated, she was receiving unsolicited messages from followers asking for nude photos. Trolls even impersonated her on Facebook and gained access to a private family group.
Just for the camera, if you think you're talking to me, you're not.
On a 2022 episode of Katie's Crib, Vayntrub reflected on how scary being a public figure had become. "I was like receiving death threats from trolls online. For what? Oh my god, for existing? For being a woman? For becoming a meme? I'm not really sure what happened, but all of a sudden, I started getting the attention of just a lot of gross men. And I just felt so unsafe in the world for a variety of reasons." Understandably, she felt a need to get away from the spotlight. As she told Katie Lowe's, "I kind of went underground a little bit." After speaking out against the harassment, Vayntrub received support from AT&T. In addition to disabling the comment section on posts featuring her in an attempt to try to curb the harassment, the company also released a statement condemning the abuse, which read, "We will not tolerate the inappropriate comments and harassment of Milana Vayntrub. We have disabled or deleted these comments on our social content that includes Lily, and we will continue to fight to support her and our values." Vayntrub also received support from another commercial icon, Flo from Progressive. Actor Stephanie Courtney, who plays Flo, reached out to Vayntrub in the wake of the harassment. Vayntrub told the New York Times that her conversation with Courtney made her feel like there were people on her team. In 2021, Vayntrub embraced a new role, motherhood. As a result, she took a step back from the demands of her career to focus on her family. Though she's offered her Instagram followers some glimpses into her personal life, she's made an effort to maintain some level of privacy. Vayntrub has not shared the names of her child or her husband. In one heartfelt post, Vayntrub reflected on motherhood 9 months postpartum, writing that she had gained 30 new superpowers, citing being able to operate on superhuman minimal sleep and a growing compassion for everyone as a few. Appearing on the How TF Did You podcast in 2022, she also mentioned how much it meant to maintain a healthy relationship with her husband, sharing, "We're just better parents when our couple needs are being met, when our individual needs are being met." Her journey into motherhood wasn't about leaving her career entirely, but about finding balance and allowing herself the space to be fully engaged in her family life. "The complicated thing is that I both want to spend all of every minute with him, and I also am very grateful when I have time away, so it's complicated." On an August 2024 episode of Trash Tuesday, Milana Vayntrub said that her days of playing Lily were behind her.
"I'm no longer doing the AT&T commercials."
Really?
That's been a kind of a chapter end. I think 10 years is like a nice benchmark.
A few months later, she also left Instagram. After the election, Vayntrub announced on the social media platform that she wouldn't be posting for a while, writing, "Taking a break from this app." It's unclear if the social media break was prompted by the fraught political climate or because of online abuse. But sadly, it's also possible those two things are linked, as Vayntrub has often used social media as a platform for social activism. She's both defended women's rights and encouraged her followers to support refugees on Instagram. As someone who arrived in the US as a child refugee from Uzbekistan, she has a personal connection to global humanitarian issues. Over the years, Vayntrub has spoken out about refugee crises, with a particular focus on displaced Syrian families. In a 2016 interview with NBC News, she discussed her stance on the issue, stating, "I think a lot of Americans forget that they are not originally from here, that somebody in their past was a refugee." She explained to InStyle that she hoped to use her platform to inspire others, saying, "My hope is that if you see someone doing good, you might want to do some good too. And if we inspire each other, we can create a ripple effect of good."
There are moments in your life where you realize you could do nothing, but if you do, you'll probably regret it forever.
So does Vayntrub's announcement that she's no longer playing Lily truly mean there's no hope for fans who want to see her again? Well, take heart, because this isn't the first time Vayntrub has stepped away from the role. In 2016, after several years as the face of AT&T, Vayntrub left Lily behind as she began finding success in other acting roles. She appeared on the series House of Lies and had a starring role in the film Werewolves Within. Vayntrub also had a memorable turn on This Is Us as playwright Sloane Sandberg. She also nearly joined the live-action MCU as Squirrel Girl, appearing in a freeform pilot for New Warriors. Unfortunately, the show wasn't picked up and never went to series, but Vayntrub subsequently voiced the character in numerous animated projects for Marvel. And while she's best known as Lily, for Vayntrub, the AT&T commercials were just the latest in a long line of jobs stretching back to her toddler days. She told Esquire, "I did a commercial for a phone company when I was 5, but my first big thing was when I was 8. I was on the first season of ER." Still, despite all that success in other roles, Vayntrub did eventually return to Lily after more than 3 years away. It just took a global catastrophe to change her mind. In 2020, after the COVID-19 pandemic shut down many TV and movie productions, the industry scrambled to try to figure out its next move. This meant there was a lot less work to go around for actors. On top of that, Vayntrub suffered a severe ankle injury that left her temporarily immobile. Reflecting on her experience with the injury, she wrote for the Daily Beast, "I injured my ankles so badly I couldn't move a toe. The slightest twitch sent a paralyzing bolt through my leg. It was a difficult and uncertain time for many," and Vayntrub worked with her producer to try to figure out what her next step might be. After tossing around a few possible options, she realized it was time to bring back a beloved character she had not played for 3 years. "We came up with this idea of pitching something where Lily comes back and she works at home. They came back and said, 'Sure, let's try it.'" The new line of commercials filmed at Vayntrub's house also gave her an unusual opportunity. With the pandemic in full force, it was decided that she would direct the commercials herself. Vayntrub revealed on social media that there was an additional benefit to directing herself, as it gave her more control over her image. She tweeted, "Been getting a lot of, 'Why are they placing her body like that in those ads?' I place myself like that, and it's because of the thousands of unwelcome comments I receive about my body. You've lost the privilege of looking at it until I feel safe again." Her work behind the scenes isn't limited to AT&T either. She has also directed for other brands, including the Make-A-Wish Foundation and Cracker Barrel Cheese, marking an exciting new chapter in her evolving career. Though she may be done with Lily, Milana Vayntrub continues to stay busy. In 2024, she took on the role of prosecutor Pam Bozanich in Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story, appearing in 2 episodes of the miniseries. She gushed about the experience on Instagram, writing, "These were some of the most awe-inspiring performances I've been lucky enough to witness, and playing Pam under the direction of Michael Uppendahl and Ian Brennan was an awesome learning experience. The costumes by Paula Bradley were the best." As for what's next, well, fans of The Martian can rejoice, because Vayntrub is reportedly slated to appear in a 2026 feature film adapting the Martian author Andy Weir's novel Project Hail Mary. The movie is also set to star Oscar nominees Ryan Gosling and Sandra Hüller. And beyond her work on camera, Vayntrub debuted Your Mom is a Podcast in 2024, a comedic and conversational series she co-produces and hosts alongside comedian Sandeep Parikh. Still, Vayntrub doesn't regret being thought of forever as the face of AT&T. On a 2024 episode of Trash Tuesday, she said, "I feel like that was good for that job. It was helpful for that brand for when they showed my face for people to be like, I know what this is an ad for. This is memorable because it includes this recognizable face. But I also feel like I'm adaptable, and I can change the way I look, and I'm often unrecognizable in other things." Between new acting jobs, new opportunities behind the camera, and her busy family life, it's safe to say that Vayntrub has plenty of things to keep her busy, even if she ultimately decides not to return to Lily one more time.